What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing here because this may help some of you guys. Here the last few trips I've been having some troubles out of my boat, and I'm going to show you guys the things that are wrong and how I'm going to fix them. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we're looking at my driver's side rod locker, and this is just the locking mechanism here. And if you look, where I try to shut this, it gets hung up. So I'll show you what's going on here. So right here is the weather stripping that helps this seal, and there is, let me give you guys a better angle. See this is double-sided tape. And that double-sided tape has pulled free from here and is hanging below where it actually attaches to. So I'll get to this later. I'll show you guys how to fix that, but there's the first problem. Here's the second issue. This is my tackle storage compartment, and this little shock here has almost completely just given up on me. The smallest, slightest little wind and this thing will come down and conk me right in the head. And I mean, it doesn't take much at all, and it just comes down with the force. So I would like not to have a black eye the next time I'm out there. So we're going to get in here and we're going to replace this shock, and I'll show you guys everything you need to know about replacing these things. So step number one is figuring out the length that this shock is. The way you do that is you open it up all the way, make sure that it is extended out all the way right here, and then you see where it connects. There's a little ball connection right here where this clips on each side, which whenever you guys do this you'll see it. But you just take your measuring tape here and you measure from where the center of the ball comes in, which is right here at the very end of my tape measure. So you measure from there to the center of the other ball. And if we zoom in, you can see that it's 12 inches. So all we did is go to Amazon, we ordered another 12-inch gas shock, and right here it is. So it's literally the same thing. Make sure that you get the same ends. You can just tell by in the picture that it has the same clips as the original does. I know the lighting is terrible. I'm sorry guys, I'm doing the best I can, but let's get into showing you exactly how this goes on. Alright guys, so all you're going to need is a flathead screwdriver, and there is little tabs right here that this will fit into. And you need to get the screwdriver up and underneath this little tab here and pry up. And whenever you do, it will release it from there's a ball underneath of this. So you pull it up, and you pull it out, and it should pop right off. So let me show you how that works. Alright, before we do this, make sure that whenever you take either one of these off, it won't be connected to the door anymore. So make sure that you need to hold on to this when you take that off. If not, whenever you pop it free, this will come down and give you a nice little boo-boo on your head. So remember, safety first, hold this, then take that off. Let's get back into it. And that was all there is to that. So we're going to get over to the other side and do the exact same thing. Alright, so now we've got our new shock. It comes with these little clips as well. All you need to do is put your screwdriver in and slide these over. There's a little channel there to the side that this will slide forward and make that opening completely open. These little snap rings here, whenever they're clipped into place, they come around the ball. So whenever you're looking inside, you should see that those snap rings are moved out of the way, and then you're good to push it over the ball. Alright, let me show you guys how to install this. First thing you need to do is make sure that you have the orientation correct. So whenever you took the old one off, you remember seeing that the gas shock part was facing into the lid. So we're going to put it back in that exact same way. And if it's different on your boat, then make sure you just put it back the way it was. So we're going to put these on and then snap them back into place. So we'll get it over the ball, all the way seated down completely flat. And then we're going to push this tab back. You'll hear it click into place. And then it's on. We're going to do the same thing on the top. Get a better position here since the camera's in my way. Once it's on there and seated all the way to the bottom, and again you take that tab and you push it all the way back until it clicks in, just like that. And now this lid is way harder to close, so the wind won't blow it over. So check it out. That is way better. See, now even whenever it makes it this far, it'll go back open. Way better. Still easy to close. Also, whenever you order this, there's a certain poundage. On the old shock, right here, this little number tells me that it was 60 pounds of pressure that it was pushing. So I ordered one that was just a little stronger, which I got a 65 pound. So make sure that you get one that's the proper poundage, but that's the only other number that you need to worry about. That job's done. All right, guys, moving on. So in order to fix this, we're gonna need, I got me a little strip of 3M tape, some scissors to cut it, alcohol to clean the old, get all the old debris off, and get the old 3M tape as clean as you can, so that way that 3M will stick to it. If you can, it's best to remove it, but mine is so stuck that it would take me forever to get it off. And then, of course, just some paper towels to help you wipe everything up. So let's get right into it. Nothing to it, folks. Just wipe it down, get as much of the old dirt as you can off. Look at all that. See, your tape's not going to stick to it. So do that a couple times. Get that completely clean, and then we'll be right back. All right, next step, or step number 2 for this process, is I'm going to cut a strip that fits in the section that has broken away from the actual side of the boat here. So we're just going to cut 2 identical strips because these strips are kind of skinny compared to what was there before. This was about, I would say it's what, 1/2 inch maybe, and this is probably almost a full inch. Maybe this is a 1/2 inch and this is a 1/4 inch. Either way, I'm going to cut 2 strips of this, lay them on from the very bottom here, and then another one stacked right on top of it, and then I'm just going to bring this over and stick it right to it. So let's do that. Kind of a rough measurement. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to call that good. I'm going to cut that. We're just going to make another strip the same size. Right there. Now let's lay these into place. I'll set this one to the side so it's not in my way. All right. Running this along the bottom here and get it all the way down to the other end. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, once we got that on, I'm gonna lay let's check this and make sure. Actually, I'm gonna go with one strip. Nope, changed my mind again. I'm gonna double it up. That'll give it some more support. So let's pull that strip off. Came off a little easier. All right. Once you've got that on, all you got to do is pick it up and then stick it back into place. And as this heats up in the sun, it will get more sticky. I will go over this with a heat gun off camera, but that's nice and stuck. Let's see if it fixed my problem. Oh yeah. Closes no problem now. Unlocks. Carpet's a little sticky, but at least this doesn't get stuck anymore. So, those little things are taken care of. I hope that helps somebody. I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. And don't knock yourself in the head with the door.